Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? It's Life with Brandon Karen again. Just want to do another video. Kind of got some talk about trucking a little bit, obviously, but it's a little story that I can't talk much about. I'm kind of new at it. I know a little bit, and I got some common sense at it. Just common sense in general. So, you know, I got a comment earlier about what kind of prime and mega carriers do on how much loads pay and things like that. And you know, to be honest with you, I know that mega carriers screw us. I mean, that's just the way it is. They're gonna take their money. That's what businesses do. I mean, they're gonna make their money one way or another. And you can't tell me, there's no way you could tell me that we're hauling millions of dollars worth of product, maybe hundreds of thousands, maybe even thousands, you know, it just depends on the product. But you're hauling tons of money back there. And you're telling me a load only pays $2 grand? You're telling me a load only pays $3 grand? Come on, man. Have you ever sent something through FedEx, UPS, USPS? You ever sent something off personal? You could send a pair of jeans off, $30 pair of jeans, and it costs you fucking 20 bucks to send. So you're telling me I'm taking up a whole truckload. I'm gonna go to FedEx, I'm gonna go to UPS, and I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna take one of your whole 53-foot trailers, and I need you to ship something for me. How much you think that's gonna cost me? Now, I know I don't send stuff all the time through them, and so a lot of these companies probably get bulk, you know, prices or whatever. But you can't tell me that people are, you know, that these loads are only paying $3,000-$4,000. I mean, I can't even talk. I have done some high value loads. I can talk about them now because they're way in the past, and you know, they are what they are. But I've done some high value loads, which means tons of money in the truck, where high security, we got to tell them every time we stop, where we're stopped, how long we stop, the full, like there's a full procedure on a high value load. And I did one time, it paid $2 grand. Now that was our portion, that was the lease operator's portion, and it was like 1,200 miles or something, so it was just a little over $1.50, $1.75 a mile. It wasn't paying that really well. Now don't get me wrong, prime, sometimes you can make $2, $3. The load I'm on right now pays $3.20 a mile. I mean, it pays pretty good. There are some loads that are pretty decent. Now I know some of you authority owners and some of you independent guys are like, $3.20, you couldn't get me on the road for that. Well, guess what, guy? I'm new. You know, a lot of prime is a badass place to start. It's a badass training facility. Robert Lowe puts all the amenities for his people. I mean, you got nutritionists, you got fitness, you got gyms, you got, I mean, basketball courts, you got food, you got, I mean, Christmas bonuses, you got, I mean, he got that place set up that a lot of these little rinky-dink places don't have. Okay, I don't really have driver facilities. Robert Lowe and the Prime industry, Prime Inc. industry, I mean, he got that shit set up. So this is not downing Prime at all, but I get what you're saying. You know, I think that Prime probably pays the best for lease operator and owner operators. Not the best, but one of the best, I guess you'd say. And that's just from I'm a newcomer, you know. I'm not saying I know everything. I may be completely wrong, but I can tell you that being on the road, I have seen so many companies. Owner op only pays $1.50 a mile. Owner op pays $1.75 a mile. Unless you own your truck flat out, you're not gonna make much money making $1.50, $1.75 a mile owning a truck. Now shit, pay me company $1.50, $1.75, and I ain't got no liabilities. I just drive my mileage and you pay me $1.50 a mile. I'll do that shit all day. I promise you I will. But owner op, where you got truck payment, you got tires, you got maintenance, you got truck problems, you got all this stuff, you know, you got taxes, you got IFTA stickers, you got your registration, you got all this stuff that you got to do. $1.50, $1.75 plus fuel cost the way it is, you ain't making it, bro. You're not making it, okay? This is not happening. So, you know, with Prime, you have that ability to make $2, $3, you know, I've even made up to $3.50 a mile on some of these loads. Now, obviously, I'm company driver. He's paying me pretty decent, a company per mileage price. I won't talk about that, but you know, it's pretty decent. But obviously, I'm not making that money. But you know, he is on that load, and I've seen what they're paying. I see it through the Qualcomm. I see it in the portal when I'm driving alone. It comes to me, and so there's times that you can make pretty decent money. Okay, Trucker Richie Rich will tell you, you know, been downloaded $5,000 in 1 week. You know, there's times you can make decent money. So the reason I'm kind of talking about this is it's a message that a lot of people don't really want to talk about. You know, mega carriers, they are what they are. You know, that's why they're mega carriers. That's why they have these huge crews. They make their money, and they ain't going out of business if they're smart. You know, but there's just a lot of companies out there that are going to pay way less than Prime. Prime is a great place to get started. It's a hell of a lot cheaper to get started. It's they have a great training program. I mean, most other places will train you within like 4 weeks and like, all right, here's your truck. Hope you figure it out. You know, Prime is always there. I haven't had any issues. When I got a question, they answer it. From my trainer to even now, he's not even my official trainer. He's just a whatever, you know. If I call him, he's gonna answer when he's not team driving with me. I have fleet managers, people just at Prime, other YouTubers that work with Prime. If I got a question, they're gonna answer it. You know, it's kind of in a sort, it's kind of a team environment a little bit. With other truck drivers and other companies out there, it's not really like that. And again, I can't speak for everybody. You know, I like y'all's opinion. Comment below, like, subscribe. Tell me what you think, and tell me if I'm wrong, or you know, whatever the case may be. Everybody has their own opinion, but what I'm kind of getting at about this, and I meant to say that a minute ago, I kind of got off topic, but you know, my stepdad, he drives for Warner Enterprises. He wants to get his own truck. Well, they don't actually do their own lease op, owner op, I guess, thing. They have like a side thing that kind of does that with them, because he asked about it and they told him to call somebody else that, you know, did it for him or whatever. And I was talking to my mom, and I was like, before he does that, he needs to know what he's gonna do. We have a friend that owns his own authority, makes 85% a full what they actually pay, you know, because he pays his broker 15%, you know. So we know a little bit about load boards and all that stuff. And I told him, I said, you got to figure out, you can't just go with any company, because he's a newer driver too. He just started, I want to say in June of 2022, or maybe March. I don't know. He'll be his year of driving. So he's new too. I started in October. He started earlier in the year. But so he's new. He's trying to figure it out also. But I told my mom, I said, he can't just get a new truck and just start with any company, because if you buy a truck and you got a truck payment, you can't afford one cash out. Just talking about an example. $1.50 a mile, $1.75 is not going to pay it. Ask anybody that did contractor work, Trucker Brent, Trucker Richie Rich, you know, look up those YouTubers. Ask them about Steven Transport. Look at some of these companies that pay that. You ain't gonna make much money. And if you think you are gonna make some money, you ain't ever getting home time, because the only way you're gonna make money is constantly on the road. Keep that truck rolling. I mean, and that's just doing math in my head. Again, I don't know. I'm not out there. This is not really a subject I can really talk on. I just wanted to do another video and kind of talk on a subject that's not really talked much about. But before you get out, Prime is a great company to start with. Get out there, learn the industry, learn what it's about, learn, you know, the kind of cost analysis. Lease a truck. Leasing is not that bad. No, you're not going to own it. You know, no, but you get the owner benefits. You know, you get to learn what the owner industry is. No credit check, no money down. You know, you lease it. You can do a 6-month lease, 9-month, year, whatever the case may be. You do a 3-year lease, and you get a fat ass completion bonus at the end of it. You know, lease is not bad. No, you don't own the truck. Okay, that's the terminology, lease. You're leasing it. So, you know, everybody's like, oh, lease is crap because you don't own the truck. That's the terminology of lease, jackass. So, you know, it is, but a lease is a great way for a new person to learn the industry, learn what it is to be an owner-op. You could do a 6-month lease and be like, man, owner-op is not the way for me. I'm gonna do company driver. I ain't got no responsibilities. I drive, I do my loads, I get paid. It is what it is. I ain't gotta worry about the truck breaking down. It ain't my problem. If you're that kind of person, do the 6 month, figure out that it ain't for you. Lease is perfect for you. You know, hell, they even have a policy where you can just drop the lease, you know, take it back to Prime and say, hey, you know, this ain't for me. I'm gonna do company. You know, and there's no hard, no foul. You know, with Prime, that's just badass. You know, there's nothing away from that. So this is just kind of talking a little bit. Please let me know your comments. Let me know what y'all think. You know, let me know what y'all say. Let's educate the world on kind of what's about. You know, we know mega carriers are gonna keep. I know Prime is not getting $3,000-$4,000 for these loads. I know they're getting $7,000-$8,000. You know, maybe even up to 10 grand. I know. I got a friend that used to own a hot shot business. I know what the hot shot business pays. He used to take home $10K a week. Used to take home $10K a week and was home every night. You know, he wasn't at his home, but he was staged in Odessa, and he was in Odessa every night. You know, and the most he drove was like Louisiana and New Mexico. You know, it still took home $10K a week. You know, things kind of fell apart with COVID, and it didn't quite work out after that, because when, you know, but anyways, that's not the point. The point is, these loads do pay more, but take what you got. Sorry, apparently I can't talk. I'm in Houston and I'm sweating my ass off, so you know, it's 80 degrees here, it's cold as shit and snowing everywhere else. You can definitely tell I'm in Texas, but got me stuttering and shit. But anyways, you know, it is what it is. It's a fantastic place to start out. It's a fantastic place to learn the owner operation and lease operation, and it's a you know, some of these other companies, you gotta be careful with that. My wife works at a warehouse on top of also being a real estate agent, and well, she's got a guy there found out that I was truck driving, and he said, man, he said, my roommate is a truck driver and he hasn't had a load in 3 weeks. Who in the hell are you driving for? 3 weeks? Holy shit. See, that you get some of these independent brokers that don't know what the hell they're doing, or they're just coming about. You might not get a load for that long. With Prime, you're always going to have a load. You're always going to be making that money. You know, when you lease op or owner op, you can go home whenever you want to. Tell your fleet manager, hey, I want to be home. They're going to send you home. You can roll. I mean, with Prime, it is a fantastic place to start out. It's a fantastic place to know you'll always have a load. It's a fantastic driver facilities. I'm sure they're not the best of the best. I'm sure they keep little tips and secrets behind the scenes. I'm sure they do. It's a business. All businesses do it. If you don't believe businesses do it, you're about as dumb as a box of rocks. I mean, it's the business way of the world. I'm a businessman, and that's how they make you rich. That's how the rich stay rich, and that's how the rich get rich. It's just the way it works, guys. You gotta understand that, and you gotta figure out the system yourself. But it's a great way to start out. It really is. So again, you know, this is a new topic for me. This is something I'm still kind of new to this whole trucking thing. You may watch this video and say, God, that guy's a fucking retard. Well, maybe I am. You know, maybe I don't have a clue what I'm talking about. I'm just using my common knowledge and things like that, and just kind of talking just because I'm kind of bored. My load ain't ready. I can't deliver my load till 6, and I'm here. So, you know, I'm just kind of sitting and waiting. Had some pretty garbage Mexican food down here, and I mean, it wasn't complete garbage. It was better than Missouri, I'll tell you that. But Temple, Texas has way better, and so does Tennessee has way better. But anyways, guys, comment, like, tell me what y'all think. You know, this is a kind of gibberish and just kind of all over the place conversation, but you know, we're just kind of talking about how loads pay and mega carriers keep more than what they tell you, and owner op and how they, you know, kind of industry and all that stuff. So alright guys, like I said, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you for all the subscribers. We are now over 100 subscribers. I really do appreciate every single one of y'all. I'm just out here just trying to help where I can, and just trying to learn the industry and make that money. Alright guys, y'all take care. Peace out, be safe. Boy, there's been so many damn pile-ups out there, it's getting crazy. Alright, take care.